Yorkie.
You know, if you guys had been around 20 years ago, I'd have been a lot more popular in high school. So, you know, I gotta confess to you. Did you ever have, I'm having one of those nights, you know, those days where the odor of what you drank the night before is kind of oozing out of your pores, you know? So if you guys in the front smell Yoo-hoo, you know what that's about. But I gotta mention it, you know, we got a presidential election going on, you know, pretty big news. But, you know, and I'll tell you right off the bat that I'm a Democrat, but I think that voting Democratic is kind of like fucking somebody you feel sorry for. Yeah, it is. You've done that. It's kind of like, you know, you feel all noble when you're doing it, you know, but you always regret it later. And that person never stops fucking calling you. I'm like, no, John Kerry. Look, I told you, man. It was just that once. But, yeah, so, you know, and this election, you know, what I hear from people is, well, this is going to be a very interesting election. If it's McCain versus Clinton or McCain versus Obama. You know, I'm like, well, fuck that. It's not an interesting election. I'm going to see McGarry versus Count Chocula. I see we have a blueberry fan out here. Sorry, I don't vote third party. I don't do it. You know, can you imagine the Frankenberry Count Chocula debate? Because I gotta tell you, I don't look at the presidential debates because I think it's like watching Muppets jerk off. You know, there's a lot of funny sounds and the fur flies, but in the end, nothing comes out. You know. But you know, I would totally watch the monster cereal debate. Can you see that? They have to state their position on the issues. Count Chocula on abortion. Frankenberry on same-sex marriage. Although if you remember, Frankenberry wore the pink suspenders with the strawberry buttons. So, you know, I kind of think we know where he stands on same-sex marriage. Because you know his girlfriend is named Peter. But monster cereals. Monster cereals are a great example of things that you do differently now that you're an adult than when you were a kid. Yeah, because when I was younger, I just thought that Count Chocula, you know, the tops, and now I just see a big box of diabetes. So the special prize in there should be like 50 cc's of insulin. But movies are something that you do differently as you get older, isn't it? You know, I saw The Empire Strikes Back when I was 12. Yeah, you were 12 once, yeah, me too. And, you know, at the time I was like, Yoda's 800 years old. He's a kick-ass Jedi. You know, and now I'm like, 800 years? His 401k must be incredible. You know, I did that joke that was on this geek crowd, and I said this, and one of them goes, hey, motherfucker, the Jedi Council is a non-profit. Yoda had a 403b. Dumbass. Who knew a Star Trek convention just let out, huh? But, sex is something else that you view differently, you know, as you get older. Because when I was a teenager, you know, sex was something I thought about, I joked about, but, you know, I never really did. You know, now that I'm an adult, Anyway, elections. You know, I hate elections, actually. I'll confess to you, because I think that they're used to divide people. And you can always divide people at the national level, at the state level. Even in this room right now, there are divisions. It's easy. You know, for example, you know, I'm a freewheeling stand-up comedian, and you guys have jobs that pay. So it's easy. But I like to focus on the things that kind of bring us together. And I think the one thing that brings us together is stupid habits. Because we all have them. We all know them. One habit that's been on my mind lately, Americans have this idea that other Americans won't understand us unless we like mime what we're asking for. I was in a coffee shop and you see this guy like, miss, can I have a spoon? Like, if you don't do this shit, she's gonna bring you a fucking clock. I mean, if you made a different hand gesture, you know, would she not understand you? Like, if you were like, hey there, could you get me a Diet Coke? You'd be like, what? Sir, do you have the time? So, other things that bring us together. Oh, text messaging brings us together. Well, it should, because I'm bad at text messaging. First of all, my cell phone is like old enough to have like a rotary dial. So I'm like, yeah, and I'm not good at typing with my, my thumb. So my messages are like, running late, be there soon, okay. Do you guys text message? Are you text messaging now? He's like, can't talk, listening to Count Chocula, motherfucker. You guys have been great, that's my time.
Give it up for Neil. Count Chocula, motherfucker.